Remember, that triangle below may be more ordinary than mythmakers suggest, but just maybe it has a mystery left to give. Hello and welcome to the Mystery Channel, where in each video we discuss strange and profound topics, revealing secrets that science is still unable to fully explain. There's a stretch of ocean, a corner of the earth that teeters on the edge of science and lore, where compasses spin wildly and countless ships and planes meet their doom, or so the stories tell us. It's called the Bermuda Triangle, an area where the unexplained feels almost omnipresent, a part of the world that has fascinated, terrified, and bewildered humanity for generations. So let's ask the question, what is the Bermuda Triangle? Does it deserve its status as the most enigmatic waterway on Earth? Or is it merely the victim of hype, coincidence, and our insatiable appetite for mystery? Let's dive in. The Bermuda Triangle, often referred to as the Devil's Triangle, is a loosely defined region in the Atlantic Ocean, forming a triangle between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Within these mythical coordinates, ships vanish without a trace, planes peter out of radio contact, and wreckage is rarely, if ever, found. It's the stuff of campfire tales, conspiracy theories, and endless speculation. But for a phenomenon so well known, its history is surprisingly modern. The name Bermuda Triangle didn't even exist until 1964, when author Vincent Gaddis coined it in an article for Argosy magazine. Gaddis used the term to describe the alarming disappearance of ships and aircraft in that swath of Atlantic Ocean. The myth took hold almost immediately, fueled by imagination, unsettling anecdotes, and perhaps a dash of exaggeration. Let's rewind to the earliest days of recorded disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle. While there have probably been mysteries dating back as far as humans have navigated the area, many point to December 1945 in the case of Flight 19. A series of 5 U.S. Navy bombers that simply disappeared during a routine training mission over the triangle. These were not novice pilots. The crew was experienced, the planes equipped with cutting-edge technology for their time. And yet, in a matter of hours, the entire squadron vanished. The rescue planes sent to track them vanished too. 6 planes, 27 men, gone. What happened that day? Was it a navigational error, mechanical failure, or perhaps something darker? No wreckage was ever found, and the incident became one of the cornerstone stories of the Bermuda Triangle's legend. And Flight 19 was not alone. Over the decades, lists began to emerge, chronicling all the lost ships and aircraft believed to have vanished under mysterious circumstances. The USS Cyclops, for example, a massive cargo ship carrying over 300 people, disappeared in 1918 with no distress signals and no trace ever recovered. The Star Ariel in 1949 and the Star Tiger in 1948, DC-3 planes in 1947, and many smaller vessels allegedly lost without explanation. People began whispering about strange magnetic anomalies, waterspouts, methane eruptions, anything that might make sense of the mounting oddities. These disappearances, coupled with the silence of the victims and lack of physical evidence, made for fertile ground to cultivate theories, some scientific, some supernatural, some downright absurd. So now we've arrived at the Bermuda Triangle's heart, its theories. What is it that turns this corner of the world into one of the most feared areas of navigation? One theory anchors itself in science: magnetism. The Bermuda Triangle is said to be one of the few places on Earth where true north and magnetic north line up, an anomaly capable of disorienting navigators. Essentially, if a pilot points their compass toward magnetic north, believing it aligns with true north, errors compound over distance. It may sound mundane, there's no dramatic alien abduction here, but navigational chaos alone can explain why some of these ill-fated voyages vanished. Then there's the methane bubble theory. The ocean floor around the Bermuda Triangle contains pockets of methane hydrates, crystalline molecules packed with methane gas. In theory, bursts of methane can creep upward toward the surface, destabilizing the water's buoyancy. A ship, no matter its size, could plummet under its own weight while sailing across bubbles of methane-choked water. It explains some disappearances, yet fails to address the many air crashes in the region. Geology doesn't stop there. Oceanic trenches in the area cut improbably deep, As wreckage sinks into those abyssal depths, the chance of recovery becomes slim to none. Could this be why evidence is so often missing from triangle tragedies? But science alone doesn't satisfy everyone. The Bermuda Triangle's fame grew largely because of theories that indulge our love of the unexplained. Enter UFOs. For those who favor extraterrestrial involvement, the Bermuda Triangle isn't a waterway at all, it's a portal. The idea that aliens might use the triangle as a launching point for abductions or experiments lit up tabloids and conspiracy forums alike. No hard evidence supports these claims, but that hasn't stopped pseudoscientists from tinkering with signals, analyzing electromagnetic disturbances, and filling plot lines for Hollywood blockbusters. Supernatural theories get perhaps even stranger. Some believe the triangle lies atop Atlantis, the lost city steeped in legend. If Atlantis contained ancient technologies, powerful and far beyond anything modern humans understand, could those technologies create disruptions in navigation or electromagnetic waves causing disasters and disappearances? Others argue the triangle marks a tropical version of the vile vortices, locations where the planet's electromagnetic waves intersect. It's pseudoscience bordering on fantasy, but for many, this is the most fun way to rationalize the Bermuda Triangle's mysteries. Stories of vortexes swallowing objects from our dimension into another make for great cable documentaries. And then there's the simplest explanation of all. It's not mystical, it's probability. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the most heavily trafficked regions on Earth, where shipping lanes converge and aircraft take direct routes across the Atlantic. The sheer volume of traffic through the area disproportionately raises the odds that accidents, natural or otherwise, will occur. They're less mysterious and more anticipated compared to remote routes. This theory suggests human error, technological failure, and severe weather. Hurricanes, waterspouts, rogue waves account for most disappearances. But here's the kicker. Some skeptics argue that the Bermuda Triangle doesn't even exist. Not truly, anyway. It's not formally recognized as a dangerous area by the U.S. Board on Geographic Names. The Coast Guard doesn't treat it as unusual compared to other regions. For critics of the legend, all those baffling incidents chalk up to coincidence, a selection bias where the few strange cases get amplified while thousands of uneventful ones go unmentioned. So what keeps the Bermuda Triangle alive in our collective imagination? Its cultural footprint. Few places can flaunt the same pop culture attention that the Triangle enjoys. It's a topic that's inspired novels, such as Charles Berlitz's best-selling The Bermuda Triangle. That book was pivotal in catapulting the Triangle from niche interest to global fascination. Berlitz blended investigative journalism with personal interpretation, and while the book didn't strictly adhere to science, its entertainment value ensured it became a sensation. From movies to documentaries, the Triangle is a trope seen everywhere. Shows like In Search Of explored its mysteries in flashy formats. And because of its accessibility within the Atlantic Basin, visitors, even the overly curious, seek out its boundaries with hesitancy and thrill. One might ask, after all these discussions, what's the truth? Well, like so many phenomena rooted in mystery, the Bermuda Triangle exists somewhere between facts and folklore. Some disappearances defy easy explanation, yet others can be traced to accidents compounded by human limitations, navigational errors, or forces of nature. And perhaps that's the Bermuda Triangle's allure. It speaks to something universal. The idea that for all our technological progress, there can still be corners of the earth where logic falters, where chaos reigns, and where humanity's hunger for answers collides with an unknowable void. That's why the Bermuda Triangle won't fade, no matter how much evidence stacks in favor of scientific explanation. It taps into our core curiosity, our yearning for adventure, and yes, the very human fascination with the eerie and unexplained. So the next time you gaze out over the bright blue waters of the Atlantic, or look down from the window of your plane heading from Miami toward Puerto Rico, remember that triangle below may be more ordinary than mythmakers suggest, but just maybe it has a mystery left to give. So if you enjoyed this video and are interested in mysterious phenomena and mysterious historical incidents, don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more incredible and unbelievable stories. And leave us a comment with your opinion on this topic. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.